and welcome back. So in this tutorial we'll be looking on one of the scary topic so called and one of the gray area for a lot of people, which is mid server. So first of all, we will look into the mid server. We will try to understand what exactly the mid server is, and then after that we will update. Once it's done, we will install the mid server and do the configuration. Okay. So before moving anywhere further, okay, let's first understand what is the mid server. So I have a doc with me. It's a ServiceNow doc. So what it states, okay, what is mid server? So mid server, the full form mid server is a management, instrumentation, and discovery. Okay, server is a Java application that runs on server on your local network. Okay, mid server facilitates communication and data movement between single ServiceNow instance and external application, data sources, and services. So basically, you can say in simple words, we will not go with the bookish language. So mid server, you can say it's like a bridge between. It can be a bridge between two ServiceNow instance, or bridge between ServiceNow instance and external application, or ServiceNow instance or third-party services or data sources. Okay, so mid server is used in mostly, as you can see on the screen, it's mostly used in integration, orchestration, discovery, and language processing also. So we'll not go in depth with what exactly each and every topic means. Okay, first of all, we'll get the importance of mid server. Okay, we'll try to get the importance of mid server. So if we scroll down, okay, so let's focus on this diagram. Okay, so what exactly mid server does? So we have a ServiceNow instance, okay, and if you want to communicate with the third party system, for example, okay, so every third party system will or every third party application will have their own firewall, right? So in order to communicate between these two instances, this is another application. ServiceNow is a cloud-based application, right? So the firewall will block any external call to this system, right? And that's how it should happen in terms of data security. Okay. So if we want to direct connect between these two, so we have to override the proxy first of all, or we have to disable the firewall for this, which is a threat to the data, right? So instead of that, what we do, we throw our agent in their premises, okay, which will throw the data to us, okay, and which will communicate, or which will act like a bridge. Okay, so what we do, we will not bypass this firewall. We create a server, okay, which will be a part of their intranet or net only, and this will be the mid server, okay, and the entire communication will happen through this server. So in real time terms, we can say that we are not accessing the data from any of their application, either from server or end user computer, network, storage directly. This communication is happening indirectly via mid server, and this communication can be bidirectional. So I think this much of information is enough for you to understand what exactly the mid server is. And for people who are working in ServiceNow, they must be familiar about this term, and they must be scared that mid server is quite a big thing to install. So in today's tutorial, we will now we have completed these things out. Now we will see how on this laptop which I'm using right now, how can I convert this particular instance to a mid server. Okay, pretty amazing, right? And trust me, it's pretty simple to install. ServiceNow has created a step-by-step guide which is really easy to follow, and let's go through each and every terms, okay, through that, and I will show you end-to-end mid server installation. So let's jump to the instance, and here you can see that this is our ServiceNow instance. So we will go step by step on each, and we will follow each and every step in terms of installing the mid server, and trust me, it's really easy, okay, to implement. So first of all, the mid server thing installation goes in 4 steps. Okay, pretty easy. The first step is like we have to create the mid server user account, okay, which will be used to communicate between the mid server. It's like basic authentication, you can say. The second is like the download the installer file, okay, for the host machine. The third one will be like install the mid server on Windows or Linux server, okay, whatever it is. And the fourth one is like we have to validate the mid server, okay. So we will go with this order only. So let's go with the first order, which is to create the mid server user account, okay. So it's pretty simple the way we do regularly, okay. We simply go to sys_user dot list, okay, and create a new user. We will be creating a new user. I will give the name to the user as mid dot server, okay. I will give, okay, mid. Let's give it properly, mid server, and all the things. I will not do anything else. No integration user, nothing. We have to also set the password, so I will give my favorite password, which will be password P capital PASSWORD @123. Okay, I will save it out, okay. And then, as this is a special user, right, this will be helping in all the orchestration and integration activities, right, data source. So definitely this particular person has should have a definite role, right? So how to get that role? We know that we are doing it for mid-server configuration. So just go to the role, okay, and just let's find it out, mid, okay. Oh, there is only one role, no confusion at all, okay. So we will give this role to the user. So as soon as we give this role, it gives some underlying roles also, okay, which were incorporated that particular role only. We don't care about what all those roles are, okay. We have given one role which was mid server role, okay, fine. So this is where we are done with the first step. Now the second step is like download the installer file, right? So how to download it out? So you simply type mid server, okay. And where is the download option? It's pretty easy, right? Eye-catching, we can say. There's download over here. So now we have two options, okay. The first option is like we can have download for Linux. You can have host as Linux server or Windows server. In Linux also they have two types like RPM or DB, right? So you can directly install directly download the installer, or you can go with the zip version, okay, traditional zip version. So if you check this checkbox, you will see serve as zip archive, right? So here also you will get Linux zip and Windows zip. So I will go, rather than going with the installer, I will go with the zip, okay, because zip version is more means the same thing is going on for the previous instance. This is like kind of new stuff, right? Installer and all that. We'll go with the traditional way so that the person who are on the Jakarta also can follow the steps out, okay. So we have to download it out from here, okay. So there are two ways. We can either copy the link and we can go to the host server, paste that link into the Chrome and we can install, or we can directly download it out as a zip. So as I know you people are quite busy, right? Okay, and I don't want to waste your time, so I have already downloaded the file. So I have downloaded this file. I have a lot of stuff over here, and this is the file, okay, which calls as mid-cubic. So this is how the zip file will look, okay, when you download. So what we have to do, the second step is also completed, which was downloading the installer file. Pretty easy till now, right? It's easy till the end, okay. So what we will do, we will copy this file out, okay. We'll go to C drive, okay, and I will create a folder, new folder called mid server, okay. And in this I will paste this particular thing, okay, and I will extract it out. So extract here. So it's getting extracted. Sorry for the wait time. So it got extracted. Okay. Now we got two folders, agent and meta-nf. Okay. Now forget about this meta-nf. Okay, we don't care about it. Now the third step is like we have to install this mid server on the Windows. For me it's a Windows thing. For you it may be Linux also. So how to install it out? Open the agent folder. In that you will find a file called configure. Okay, configure, which is an XML document. Okay, so it's a property file, you can see. So right click. Okay, because we want this file. Okay, right click and I will do it, edit with notepad. So in this particular file we have to update four things out. Okay, first, because we are connecting this host to your ServiceNow instance, right? So we have to give certain attributes. The first attribute will be your instance name. The second attribute will be your username. The third attribute will be your password. Username password belongs to the mid server user which we have created. Okay, and the fourth one will be like what name you want to give to your server, mid server. Okay, so let's go one by one. So over here, and it's pretty clearly mentioned over, tell the mid server where to connect to the associate, blah blah blah. So we have to give the value over here. So we will go to our instance, and this is our URL, right? So I will copy it out. I will come back over here and let's paste it out. Okay, the first thing is done. Now the second thing is mid server username. So your instance username here. So what was our username? Okay, I will copy this out. Username. Again go back and I will put it over here as a username. Now the third thing is like instance password. Okay, so password, as I told you, right, it's all-time favorite for me. It's P capital PASSWORD at the rate 123. Okay, this is a password for us. Now the fourth thing is like what exactly the name you want to give to your server. Okay, so I will give the name as my mid server. You can give anything, whatever you want. So we are done. We have given the four attributes and simply save this file out. Okay, this is important. This is an important step. Okay, you should save it out. So I will close. Okay, and let's go back to our folder. Okay, so we are done over this. We have set up the configure file. Now let's go to the instance. Let's see, in mid server module application we have a module called servers. Here actually we should be able to see the server. Right now there are no servers. Okay, cancel. Okay, no servers. So now in order to get the server over there, okay, we have to install it out. Okay, we have to run the configuration. So what you have to do, you have to go to bin, and there is a file called start mid nt. It's like start mid server dash nt. I don't know what exactly it means. So you just click on this. Okay, and it will ask, just allow. Okay, it's not installed. We have placed any key. What exactly happened over here? We want this app. Yes, of course. Does not exist as an installed service. I clicked on anything. Okay, let's see. Something is happening over here. No. We have to do as run as administrator. what exactly it's stating. Check. It, oh, we can do one more thing. In agent, there's a file called start. Okay, and for Windows we have to run this bash file. Okay, so just click on this bash file. Start. It gives some problem because of this. I will go run as administrator. Yes. So starting the mid server. Okay. And this is how. So first of all, you have to run this file, and if it's not working, then you can go and run that another file, okay, which was in bin. So I think it ran, okay, and it takes some time to get updated over here. Okay. And if it's not getting updated, we have to run that file, second file. So as you can see, we will wait for some time. Okay, it's not getting updated. It happens with it. The same thing will happen with you. You run this file, which is start, which is a Windows bash file, and just check if it works. It used to work with the past version. Okay, yeah, see, I told you, right? It will run. So now you can see the mid server got reflected, and the name of the mid server is my mid server. Okay, this is what the server which we have created. So we have successfully installed the server and we have configured it out end to end. Okay, now we have mid server on our system. You can see the status is the last thing which we have to do is like key. We have to validate the mid server to ensure that it is trusted to access the last thing which we have to do is to validate the mid server to ensure that it is trusted to access credentials used by the instance for automations, right? So for that, this is the last step. I don't think there was any step which was kind of tricky or which was tough, right? People has a gray area. Oh, mid server is quite a tough topic, right? It's nothing like that. So to validate out, this step is also easy. Okay, you have to go down and in related list you will have a option related link called validate. Just click on this validate, and then you will have these three options. So as of now, okay, you should not worry about this options. Okay, so it will come into existence. It's like select allow all the application, allow capabilities, allow it's more on used when we are working on discoveries and all that part, right? So don't worry about that. For now, just keep it as default only, okay? And just save. Okay. Now it started validating. Mid server being validated. Okay. If you refresh it out, now that validate related link got vanished, okay, and the status has changed to that this particular mid server is validated. Okay, pretty easy. So in this particular tutorial we have seen what exactly the mid server means, why mid server is important, what is the role of mid server, how we can create a user for mid server, how we can download the mid server files, how we can configure it out, how we can install and then validate. Okay, this is an end-to-end procedure, and yeah, that's it. Okay, and now we can see the mid server is live on our instance. Okay, so this is how you can do it on any system. Okay, so this was all for today's tutorial. Hope you like this tutorial. Please like, follow, subscribe, and press the bell icon to get regular updates on my new videos, right? And if you want to see any videos in the future, please drop it in the comments, okay, because I'm following everything from the comments. Okay, so this was also a request from one of my subscriber whose name was Yuvraj. He was asking on the same, and he was worried that mid server is quite a big thing. Okay, so it's it's for you. And as I already mentioned, like, follow, subscribe, be there in the journey of ServiceNow learning. We will learn together, we will grow together. Okay, till then, stay safe, stay happy, and have a nice day. Good night.